Today on Knives and Tequila, we've got a meat lover's delight. Follow along as we perfect the cast iron steak. Enjoy. All right, first things first, we want to dress up our meat. Now, ideally, we would have this meat out sitting for 30 minutes to get towards room temperature, but I get it, you're hungry. So, all we have as far as seasoning is one, we're gonna go with some salt, some ground pepper. Third, we've got some thyme. And last, some cayenne. And we're gonna press this pretty hard into the meat, rinse and repeat. Good amount of salt, some ground pepper, some more thyme, and cayenne. Damn. All right, before we throw this steak down, we gotta get this cast iron skillet piping hot. So we're gonna throw it in the oven at 450 for about 10 minutes. We want this thing extremely hot. And now that our cast iron skillet is insanely hot, we're gonna take it out, throw it on a burner at medium to high, and we're gonna add avocado oil, and we're gonna let it sit for 2 minutes before we add the steak. While this is heating up, we're going to change the oven to broil, and we're gonna hit it on high. All right, now we are hot and ready to sear this steak for 2 minutes on each side. When you drop it in the pan, remember, drop it away from you. 2 minutes down, and we are going to flip. All right, now that we've got both sides seared, we are going back into the oven and broil for 1 minute on each side. And now we're gonna flip it after 1 minute in the broiler. Set back for 1 more minute. Now that we've broiled for both sides for a minute, we're gonna take it out and throw it right back onto that burner. We're gonna throw a good amount of butter in this pan and just let it melt away. We're gonna throw rosemary right in the mix. So we're only gonna spend about a minute on each side here, but as that butter melts, we're gonna start to scoop. Now we're gonna flip it and give 1 more minute to finish this off. Perfect. Again, scooping all this wonderful butter rosemary juice. Now we're gonna take the steak off the heat. Ooh, and we're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. While it's resting, if you've already prepared for a pretty fatty meal, then feel free to throw on one of these butter discs. And that's how it's done. Yeah, you're gonna wanna make this. If you like what we've got going on in the kitchen and you wanna see some more recipes, be sure to subscribe.